3 palettes, 1 video. It's 3 palette Monday here in the attic. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Kimmie. This is my attic. We are on day 25 of 31 days in the attic, and no, 3 palette Monday is not going to be a thing. This is what happened. Okay, originally I planned that I was going to do a review on the Corpse Bride collection. I thought it was Halloween-y. I never tried anything before from Makeup Revolution. I thought, why not? Sounded like a good idea. When I went to purchase the collection, this was all I could get, was this 1 palette. And I don't even know what this is called. It just says Corpse Bride. All right, so this was all I could get. Okay, that's fine. While I was on the Makeup Revolution site, I thought, you know what? Why don't I just check out the DC Comics collection that was staring at me? I originally wanted to get the Joker palette, but the Joker palette was sold out. So then I was like, all right, I'm going to get the Harley Quinn palette. But I didn't like the Harley Quinn palette because it was like pastels. And I don't remember Harley wearing pastels. It might have been the second movie, The Emancipation, whatever. I did like the movie. I love the movie, but I really didn't like her costumes or her makeup in that one. I always like gravitate towards the first one, so I skipped it. And then like I said, I wanted to get the Joker palette, but that was sold out. So right before I clicked out, I did see the Batman palette. This packaging is so cool. I love it. And the palette is really, oh, it has the thing on it. The palette is really nice. I mean, the color story is really nice. So the packaging is really cute. I love it. So I was like, let me buy this. I'll just get it because I'm on the, like, instead of buying just like one thing, I wanted to get, like, I think I needed like another thing to get free shipping, whatever. So I purchased that. So then I ended up with 2 palettes. Then BH Cosmetics launched a collection of like, what was it? Like poisons or something. It was something like that. I looked at it really quick and I thought it was vampires. This palette, Venom, I thought this had something to do with vampires. Yesterday I did my vampire video and I was going to try the palette like while I did the vampire video. Then it came and I looked at it and I was like, it's beautiful. I love it. But this does not look like vampires. That's because Venom, Kimberly, you idiot, is a snake. It's a snake. It's not vampires. This has nothing to do with vampires. So I bought it thinking I was going to use it for my vampire video, and lo and behold, it's a snake. So now I have these 3 palettes that I want to try. So I was like, you know what? Let me just make a video with one of them. But then I was looking at all of them, and they're all so pretty. I can't help it. So what we're going to do today, this video, I'm not going to do it like I normally do it. Normally, we do like a whole thing, whatever. I'm going to try to do speed reviews. I'm going to see, because you know I have an issue with, like, you know, talking and dressing up and making like a big deal out of everything. I'm going to try to go through these as quickly as I can and do like 3 speed palette reviews. So before we get started, I'm going to tell you what I'm wearing on the rest of my face. And I'm sorry guys, my allergies are killing me. They were fine all day. Now it's like 4 o'clock. The sun is starting to go down here on Long Island, and for some reason, I don't know, all of a sudden my allergies are killing me. So I'm sorry if I'm like sniffling a little bit. Okay, so guys, real quick, what I'm wearing on the face, I am wearing the Misha Bb Cream. I really like this. It's great for dry skin. The problem is there's like 5 shades and they're all exactly the same. They're all the same. I have like 3 shades. I cannot tell the difference. I heard that they were, so it's not even like there's like a shade range. There's just like, there's a shade. This is not like a popular brand. It's a Korean brand. I got it off Amazon. I don't think it's popular, but I did hear that they were trying to improve it. They were like looking to improve it. So maybe they have. I don't know. I've had this a while, but I do like the way it sits on the skin if you have dry skin. And then I'm using, oh, I love this. This is one of my favorite bronzers. The packaging is filthy. I'm sorry. This is the Fenty Bronzer, Fenty Beauty, and I am Sunstalker into Sun. I love this formula. It's, like I said, it's one of my favorite bronzers. And then, because we were using the Kylie palette yesterday, I decided to pull out some of my Kylie stuff. This is my Kylie Blush. This is Close to Perfect. This is the old packaging. She does have it available in the new packaging. I really like this color. And then I am wearing the pre-nude, pre-nude. The Pure Nude Essence Highlighter. This highlighter is so weird. It looks like nothing in the pan. It swatches out like crap, but when you put it on your face, it's beautiful. It's like really, really weird. I don't quite get it, but I love this stuff. This is a great drugstore highlighter, and it's not like blinding. It's like a really nice everyday highlighter. And I am trying out for the first time the Revolution lip gloss. This is my first experience. This video is my first experience with anything Makeup Revolution. That's not true. I have a highlighter, and I do like the highlighter that I have. Oh, and Soph's collection is Makeup Revolution too. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Okay, it's my first experience with Makeup Revolution lip gloss. So this is the Harley Quinn lip gloss in, is it just Harley Quinn? I don't know, but I don't like this. I don't like the formula. It's like one of those really wet formulas. It really doesn't like, if you have dry skin, like I have dry skin, I have dry lips, this is not like a formula that I like, and I don't like the color, and does this color say Harley Quinn? When did Harley Quinn wear coral lip gloss? I don't know. I thought that the DC Comic collection that they did out, the Harley Quinn one, they totally missed. Like, I didn't feel like it was her colors at all. Unless, I don't know, did she wear pastels in the second movie? Maybe she did, and I missed it. I didn't like her outfits in the second movie, so I wasn't really paying attention. Maybe that was it, but I don't like that formula at all. So with that said, let's go ahead. Let's move on to palette number 1. What should we do first? You know what? Let's do Batman. Batman, you're up. Okay, so this palette is still available on Makeup Revolution website. It is $10, and they released a bunch of like DC Comics. They released a whole DC Comic collection, and there were other palettes in this collection. There was the Joker, which is back in stock. I just looked. There was Harley, which I didn't care for. There was Catwoman. There was this one. There might have been another one. I think there were a few Batman palettes. But this one I just really, really liked. You know I like a good 9pan palette. The packaging is beautiful. Look at these bats. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Like the bats are like silver. It's like just really beautiful packaging. It has a nice mirror. And then it also has like, it's got the cardboard packaging, and it has like bats like embedded. And I was going to swatch it out before I showed you, but there's bats embedded in the pans. And like I did swatch this one shade, that's why the bat's gone. So you know what I figured? I was like, let me show it to you before I swatch it out, because once I swatched it out, these like embeddings, they're gone. It's such a shame because they're so pretty. This palette is extremely aesthetically pleasing. I like this color story. I like the bats. I like the packaging. It's $10 so far. It's a good deal. Now we'll swatch it out. Let's see what happens. Okay, guys, here's Batman swatched out. This palette swatched out really, really nice. The yellow shade gave me some trouble, but yellow shades will be yellow shades. For a 9pan palette, I feel like the colors are like far enough apart. This is a one color story palette. We have 3 shimmers. We have 6 mattes. I think the formula feels really, really nice. Let's try it on. the mask on, this palette was atrocious. And it's a shame because the packaging was lovely and these shades, they swatched out beautifully. They really did. But when I went to go put this on my eyes, this formula is so powdery. Is Makeup Revolution's formula always this powdery? This is my first time. I've tried the highlighters. I've tried Soph's highlighters, which I loved, and I've tried just the brand's highlighters. And I really like the highlighters. I think they're beautiful, but I've never tried the shadows before. This palette is horrible. I don't like it at all. I don't know if this is the norm. I mean, I've heard really good things about Makeup Revolution, so maybe it's me. I don't like a powdery formula. I don't like a powdery formula. I don't mind a wash of color, but this one, when they're so powdery, like a wash of color is fine if it's like buttery and the formula is nice. This one's just, it's just like powder. And like, if you saw me like put the shades on, they all look like they were so difficult to blend. All of the browns look the same, like in the palette, like in the pans, these are gorgeous, but this palette is a no. I don't like this palette at all. So that's that. Let's go ahead and move on to Venom by BH Cosmetics. Okay guys, here is Venom swatched out. I love it. You have 3 mattes and the rest are shimmers. Now, this is not a palette for everyone, and you could definitely argue that the shimmers are a little close, but I love it. This is a palette. I'm a shimmer person. I always prefer shimmers to mattes. I mean, these two are a little close. I'll give it to you. These two on camera are very close, but in real life, this is a silver and this is like white reflecting. It's like reflecting pink. You really can't see. I don't think the camera's doing it justice. I think this palette is beautiful if you like this color story, which I do. Let's go ahead and try it on. Okay guys, BH Cosmetics rarely disappoints, and this is no exception. This is from their Poison collection, their Venom palette. It is, let me get a price for you guys. These are $15. I think they're worth every penny. Well, this is the one that I'm trying, but they came out with a couple of them. They have like a purple one, a red one, a green one, blue one. This is the Venom. I love this palette. I love these shades. Now, like I said, these are not, I mean, this is not a palette for everyone. These are very, very wash of color shades. But I like it when the formula is this good. When the formula is this good, I don't mind a wash of color. I actually like it, and I like these shimmers. So this, like these shades, like this white shade and like even this gray shade, these were kind of the shades I was talking about the other day when I was reviewing the Cinderella Sigma palette, when I said you wanted to have some mattes that really are going to make the shimmers pop. That's exactly what this palette is. Like it has these 3 mattes and then it has these shimmers, but these 3 mattes are really made to make the shimmers pop. That's their whole purpose because the shimmers are so freaking beautiful. And I think this palette is stunning. If you like these kind of shimmers, these kind of shades, I think you'll love this. The packaging is fine. I mean, it's nothing outstanding. Again, I think BH Cosmetics has done away with their mirrors. A lot of their new palettes have no mirrors, and it says take a bite. Hence, this is why I thought it was about a vampire. Whatever. I love this palette. I'm glad I bought it by accident. Another hit by BH Cosmetics, and we will move on to Corpse Bride. I'm almost afraid. Did anybody really doubt that I would have some kind of veil for this one? Come on now. I couldn't help myself. Anyway, last palette. This thing is ready to fall off my head. Last palette is Corpse Bride by Makeup Revolution. They released a whole Corpse Bride collection. I never actually saw the Corpse Bride. I didn't see the movie. I love Nightmare Before Christmas. So I'm going to assume that, and of course Tim Burton also did a Corpse Bride. Is it Corpse Bride or A Corpse Bride? I don't know. Butterflies, I'm going to assume, had something to do with it because this palette is shaped like a butterfly and all the shades. Well, let me get this thing off first. Hopefully, all right, so this will be my second Makeup Revolution palette. Hopefully they redeem themselves. By the way, that Batman palette had no shade names. This one does. This packaging is really nice. I mean, I thought that the Batman palette packaging was really nice too. I like butterflies. It's got the butterflies embedded in the matte shades. Color story is nice. Pan size is kind of small, but who cares? That's not a big deal. Definitely like a purple, pink. There's some blues in here. There's a random red shade over here. This color story has a lot going on, but that's okay. We'll do like a purple. We'll do a purple thing. We'll do a purple blue thing because that seems to be the standout shades of this palette. This palette retails for $16. It's the only one that's still available as far as the Corpse Bride collection, but honestly, this is the one that if I had my pick, like if everything was available when I went to get it, this is the one I would have purchased anyway because I like butterflies, so I wasn't mad at that. So let's swatch it out. We'll try it on. Palette number 3. Last, hopefully not least, come on, Makeup Revolution. I love a comeback story. Okay guys, so this palette is 16 shades. I went ahead, this is, I think I have it, yeah, no, never mind. No, this is the first 8. This shade's really, really, really beautiful. But the way this palette swatched out, it's just okay. Honestly, it reminds me of something. Does it remind me of Morphe? I don't know. This formula reminds me of something. Some of these shades I think are stunning, and some of them are, you know, they're okay. And the next 8 shades, sorry, I swatched these backwards. I swatched them on my other arm. I'm not used to swatching there. There they are. I don't know what's going on with this one. Like, you can barely see it. Some of these shades are okay. This shade 2 is really bad. It's swatched out really bad. Some of these shades are okay, and some of them really aren't. What I don't like about a palette like this, there's a bunch of purple mattes, but there's not a whole lot of purple shimmers. I hate when a palette does that, but whatever. Let's go ahead and try it out. So we'll just go ahead and try this one, guys. The last palette of the day. I have a feeling I'm not going to like this one. I don't know why. I hate to be like that person, but by the way, talking about being that person, I had to get that Harley lip gloss off, so I switched it out with Maybelline Lifter Gloss. I love this stuff. This is in the shade Reef. All right, so I have no idea what I'm going to do here, unless I guess they want us to try the purples. See what I mean? They gave us a ton of purple mattes. They gave us 1, 2, 3, 4, and really no, oh, like 1 purple shimmer, but that's kind of blue. So I guess they want you to use the pink ones. I don't know what they want you to do here. I'm not a creative soul. Usually I try to match my mattes and my shimmers, but what the hell? let's just go to it. Okay, so we'll go ahead. We'll start with this blue shade, Betrothed. This seems to be the standout shade that's like screaming my name. That's pretty. It's not all that pigmented. Like, it looks more pigmented in the pan, but you know what? The formula is not bad. That Batman palette, I don't know what was up with that thing. Like, it was literally going everywhere. It was so powdery. It really was. It was like so powdery. This shade is nice. This shade is pretty. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. But that shade is nice. Maybe I'll put some pink on top of it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying colors at this point. I really like this color, Beating Heart. So I'm gonna go ahead and just like put that under the brow. Oh, you can't see it. That's my fault. I think that's my fault. Let's try it on the other eye. Let's see if it's my fault for trying to put pink on blue. No, you can't see it. Now I'm putting it on nothing. This shade right here. It's so pretty in the pan. In the pan, it's so pretty. But as I suspected, there's no pigment. These kind of pinks, they're kind of hard to do. I've noticed a lot of the, oh, if you really, okay, there's a little bit of pigment. A tiny bit. All right, so we'll start there on this eye. And maybe we'll go, we'll try Dream. We'll try Dream in like the crease of this eye. We'll do two different colors, two different eyes. Who the hell cares? I don't like this palette. I'm going in now with this one, Dream. This is the lavender. Again, this is a very, I'm like covered in eyeshadow. This is like a really powdery formula. And there's no color. What's going on? All right, let's move over to different. Let's do different. This is this one right here. These pastels are very pretty in the pan, but there's no pigment to them whatsoever. I mean, I am light. All right, this one's got some pigment to it. This is an okay color, but it's patchy. This one's really patchy. I don't even know. These palettes just aren't good. What's up with Makeup Revolution? You know, I was looking at, all right, I kind of went all over. That's my fault. I always do that. Whatever. That's got nothing to do with the palette. But what does have to do with the palette is these shades are very powdery, they're patchy, and they don't have a whole lot of pigment. And I was looking on Ulta's site. I'm going to do a video very, very, very soon about the worst makeup like Ulta has to offer. Let's go ahead into this one. This pan is Breathless. That looks almost like, that looks like a bluish fluorescent purple. That one, it's okay, but it's also very patchy. Anyway, all the worst rated palettes, I mean, they're not horribly rated. They're like, but they're like on the bottom of Ulta. And they're pretty, oh, there's a lot of fallout. Holy cow. There's a lot of fallout. This palette is everywhere. They're all the lower rated palettes are by Makeup Revolution on Ulta's site. Somehow this purple got on my nose. Maybe I'm just tired because this is the third palette I'm trying. And actually, this is like the fourth video today I'm doing because I have work every day this week. So I'm trying to like finish out this 31 days of October. Let's go ahead and try the shimmers. Let's see. I can tell you right now, I would skip this palette. I would. We've been having some, I don't even know what the hell shimmer to use. Let's go ahead and try this one. We'll try this one, Grave. Yeah, all the bottom ones are, I'm actually going to do Sephora. The bottom one on Sephora. Because I'll tell you right now, I would never buy another Makeup Revolution palette. The shimmer's not bad. Shimmers are better than the mattes. The shimmer's not bad at all. This is Grave. This is kind of nice. We'll try Always in the crease, in the inner corner. But I wouldn't purchase this palette for the shimmers. There's lots of palettes out there with really nice shimmers. In fact, this palette, I think this palette can lose the veil. We'll try Heartbreak. I was gonna try Always. We'll try Heartbreak in in lieu of this day and the makeup, my experience with Makeup Revolution palettes. Oh, that's nice too. Okay, I'll tell you right now, I think the shimmers in this palette are not bad. Shimmers are not bad, but the mattes are terrible. So, and the palette is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mattes, and I guess 8 shimmers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 shimmers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mattes. That's right. That's 16. Oh, basic math. You've come for me. Okay, so like you cannot fathom how powdery this palette is. But I will say that the mattes are okay. The mattes the shimmers are okay. They're pretty nice. Let's go ahead and try this shimmer. Marry the Dead. We'll try that over the blue. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to try this one. Spell. I didn't see that one. Let's try that one. Let's try that one in the... Oh, see? Yeah, that is very pretty. That's beautiful. And I'll try Promise, which is this like navy. Actually, this is not gonna... Yeah, this has nothing. I don't like this one. This one, Promise, I don't like it all. But this one, Spell, this is really gorgeous. Really pretty. I like it a lot. And I will go ahead and put... I'm sorry. I feel like this review, especially this last one, was a little half-assed. Was it? Was it a little half-assed? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what made me think I could review 3 palettes. Ooh. That is nice. Okay. All right. I've tried enough to give you my thoughts. I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up. I think I have tried enough to give you my thoughts. I think that this palette is probably will fall... Ooh. I got my finger stuck in it. I'm going to put this palette in the theme category where I always say if you like the theme, like if you really like the movie Corpse Bride, you'll probably like this palette because it is based on the movie. And if you saw the movie, you'll probably understand the butterfly thing, which I don't because I didn't see the movie. This palette is $16. For $16, I think you could do a hell of a lot better. I would go with the BH Cosmetics palette or a ColourPop palette if you want to spend $16, or a Juvia's Place palette. And I think the quality of the shades are just a whole lot better. I'm not wild about this formula, but like I said, if you're someone that's going to purchase it because you love the Corpse Bride, then that's a different story. I don't think the mattes are that great, but the shimmers are very pretty. So if you're, you know, it's really up to you. I don't care for, I like the packaging is okay because it's cute and it's like a butterfly, but it's cheap. It feels cheap. And this is in the same price range as ColourPop and Juvia's Place and BH Cosmetics. And their packaging doesn't feel like this. This packaging has like a cheaper feel. I can't even explain it. And there's a whole lot of, like the pan sizes are so small. There's a whole lot of packaging. Not that that really matters, because are you really going to go through all of these pans? No. So it doesn't matter. But so just to be honest with you, I just don't care for this palette. I just don't care for it. I think the shimmers are nice, and like I said, maybe if you like the Corpse Bride, it might be worth it to you, but to me, it was a bust. So if I had to rank these 3 palettes, by far, Venom comes out on top. I love it. With Batman, a clear last. I hated this palette, although I love the packaging. I hated everything else about it. And I would put this one somewhere in the middle. Somewhere in the middle of 3. It's in the middle. This is in the middle. All right, guys. So that's it. 1 video, 3 palettes. This was too much. I don't think I would do this again. But like I said, somehow I messed up. And I ended up with 3 palettes to review. I have 1 more palette before I wrap things up for October. I tried way too many palettes, but I suspect I won't try any next month because I am taking... I'm taking a YouTube hiatus. Just a small break. Filming every day, I can't even tell you. Anyway, I'll get the last day I do this, which is going to be Halloween a week from today. I will tell you what I learned from my experience of 31 days in the attic. But for today, I'll just wrap it up and tell you guys I want to thank you so much for joining me for 3 palettes, the first and last episode of 3 palettes, 1 video because it was way too much. But I hope you liked it. And like I said, thank you so much. And I will see you tomorrow for another video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.